and you're not waiting for somebody to feed you or somebody to like boost your confidence, where if the person says you're so ugly, you're not beautiful, you go and cry and then you'll be like, nobody wants me. No. Welcome back to the channel. Hi, if this is your first time here, my name is Sophia Olanrewaju, or you can simply just call me Sophie Olan. On this channel, I post videos about faith, spoken word poetry, and easy English for poets and non-native users of the English language. So if you are interested in any of those, subscribe. Please give a big thumbs up to this video and hit the notification bell so that you can always get notifications when I upload a new video. And if it's your first time here, I forgot, please leave a comment down below in the comment section. I want to know that it's your first time rolling with me so that we can work together. Okay, on our last video, we talked about attracting your dream partner beyond confession. You know, we talked about those mindsets that could thwart, or is it thwart? 1 second. Thwart. It said thwart. Okay, don't mind me. That's what I do when I'm not sure of a pronunciation. Okay, so we talked about those mindsets that can thwart your desires. And on this video, we want to continue the other part of it. So we have talked about, you know, those things that can slow you down, that can keep you locked away from the things that you are believing God for and you are confessing for. But now we are talking about those things that put you in the right place, those things that speed you up and put you in alignment, you know, with your confession. Let's go. So there was a time in my life when I was, you know, gisting with one of my sister's friend, and we were just talking randomly, and from the things we were saying, it was like, you this girl, you have to marry a rich husband. And I'm like, I'm going to be a rich woman myself. And it was like, yay, nice. And so somehow I got into that same kind of zone with one, like a secondary school classmate on WhatsApp. We just got chatting. I think he responded to something on my status and all of that. And then he was talking about how that won't mean I'm always talking about being a rich woman, that won't my husband like I should just make sure something about me not making sure that I don't intimidate my husband or something like that. And I'm like, mister, my husband is going to be a rich man. I mean, I'm a rich woman. He cannot be anything short. And he's like, well, I'm just saying that you should try to. Obviously, brother had issues with it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, he's going to marry somebody like him, hopefully, so that it does not quench anybody's fire. But my point with that particular story that I just told is that, babe and bro, in some situations, you need to know your value. You need to know your worth. I mean, that's one way, that's some kind of confidence that can attract the kind of confident partner that you want. You don't want somebody insecure and using their insecurity to shadow your own glory. So I was just saying, you have to know your value. Like you cannot wait for somebody to define your value. And one of the ways you can, you know, understand your value for yourself is by getting in the word. When you get in the word and you begin to see yourself in the light of who God says you are more comfortable in your own skin. Whatever people do will not, you know, get you down, because you are sure that regardless of all my mistakes, regardless of all my weaknesses and shortcomings and all of those things, God loves me and he died for me. I mean, you were that valuable, that God saw us and he thought, I really want these people with me. And so the only way they can be with me is if I give my blood, and then he did it without any reservation. Amazing. So don't let anybody come and drag you on the floor. Of course, there is a part of you increasing your value, because your value is supposed to be evident spiritually, intellectually, and physically. My sister, we are still in the physical world. So you want to look good. Yeah. You want to invest in some good perfume. You want to invest like in some nice hair. And I'm not talking about extensions. If you do not wear extensions, that is okay. But you let your hair look neat and pretty. Well done. Not tacky. See, religiosity or spirituality rather does not equal to being untidy. It does not equal to being unkempt. Please look neat, look tidy, invest in some look good. Of course, decent, modest, but look good. And then investing intellectually in yourself, in the line of increasing your value, get courses, know what you are doing, like be intelligent. And sometimes you can say that some people are born with being intelligent and all of that, but trust me, intelligence can be built. It's just knowledge and learning right application. To be resourceful. These things are the things that make you valuable. So read. That's a very good way to do it. And then when you're watching stuff, do not just watch only movies. I know that that's the easiest thing for us to do, but let's try, try to build your bank, your knowledge bank, vocabulary bank, your just be resourceful. Resourcefulness doesn't necessarily mean that you know like details about every single thing that comes your way, but you're able to add valuable thoughts to every conversation. So develop your mind, expand. Developing spiritually is not just that, okay, I'm saved and that's it. You have to also work in the word, pray, be highly spiritually sensitive. I mean, you can be peng, like to lashes and nails and hair and all of those things, and then you can still say God said to me, and you will not be lying. There is a way to do it. It is not hard. You just need to get in the word consistently, fellowship with God, pray, look sharp, as in with your stilettos, you're going to work and all of that, and then you can just get a word of knowledge for somebody, or you can just know that this person is deceiving me. And then your discernment that way is even more heightened. So when you have like one riffraff around you who is trying to form something, you're just like, so you think you can bobo me with all this talk, you think I'm like Tata. Because, and I'm not saying that based on like you're a child or anything, based on the fact that you have strong discernment and you are brilliant, like you are intelligent, you are spirit filled, you are wise, everything is going well for you. That is a highly valuable woman or a highly valuable person, and you're not waiting for somebody to feed you or somebody to like boost your confidence, where if the person says you're so ugly, you're not beautiful, you go and cry and then you be like, nobody wants me. No. Hey. Okay. Next one is still similar. Listen to sound teachings. Yes, spiritual teachings on business. Like there are many audios on business, there are many resourceful audios that can expand your mind. I won't dwell too much on that because I already sort of mentioned it. So listen to sound teachings, not just music that are condescending you, dear sister, haba. I don't know those songs. I wish I do, like, to give an example right now, but you cannot listen to songs that are talking about no, if somebody is like that around you, vulgar and all of that, that cannot be the person you're attracted to. If you need to like re-strategize your life, not just leave yourself open and then looking for a particular kind of man that is not existent in your world because you don't even recognize what that kind of man looks like. Can I stop there? Let me move on. Okay, this next one can be a little difficult because it means submission, right? You have to install some accountability into your life. You should get a mentor. Yes, a mentor for areas of your life. If you really have this deep relationship need, get strong relationship mentors. You can get them through books and all of that. Or get a mentor that is close. Then you can get mentors that are far also through their books, but get somebody who is also close, whose life you think you can mirror, especially if you've not had the right image of relationship before you. Maybe you have a dysfunctional family, maybe you did not grow up with your parents together, maybe something just happened that just like makes your relationship, the idea of your relationship to you, maybe just something just happened that made the idea of relationship to you warped. You need to get a mentor so that you can have an image in front of you. Then install accountability into your life. You need somebody you can be accountable to, that you can report to without lying. Of course, the person should not be judgmental, the person should not lash out at you, but the person should be able to call you to order, like, you're not doing this right, and somebody that can just cheer you up. So for me, that was very beneficial, because whenever I'm in a situation that I know that I cannot report, that if I'm asked, where were you last night? And I cannot confidently say I was in somebody's hotel room, I don't want to be there, because I don't want to have to lie, and I also don't want to have to disappoint, because there is something, you are building a certain rep, you know, a good kind of rep, and you don't want to crush that. So that just keeps you in check, like, I won't do that, you know. So accountability can really help to curtail some kind of excesses, you know. So the next thing you want to do is you want to learn how to demand respect. Yes. This is not by arrogance or saying, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? And then start trying to like have like a power tussle. No. Demanding respect can mean walking away. Yes, you can walk away from toxic relationships. You can walk away from insults. Like, you don't have to throw back insults, but you're just like, this cannot happen the second time, man. When you're in a place that is manipulative or somebody is constantly insulting you, some people, they stay there for 6 months, a year, or some years. It's not too late to walk away. And I'm not saying that I've never been in a place where I felt manipulated or insulted for longer than 3 months. But the point is, you are aware that this is not right, and you are willing to walk away from it. And I cannot promise you that when you walk away from it, you will feel good and all of that, because some things, because of some investments you have in that particular place, it will hurt. But then in the long run, it is best for your self-esteem, because you don't want somebody who will be talking you down. You know, maybe they are not even hitting you, but talking you down might even be worse. I don't know if it is worse, because I've never been hit before, but than somebody who hits you, because it is emotional battery, and then it keeps chipping at your self-esteem, and that is why you stay there. And then by the time the person now eventually leaves, because most times they eventually do, and if they do, glory to God, you might not be able to attract the kind of guy that you want. So you'll be attracting those people in that particular circle, and then you just really be like shy, and then like really crumbling under that, or you raise a defense and hide behind it, you know, and those things are not good for you. So whenever you're in that kind of situation where somebody is disrespecting you, chipping at your self-esteem, talking you down, you need to walk away from it, and you need to tell yourself that I cannot accept this. Rehearse how you will not accept it. My sister, the scriptures already say you have to submit to your husband. Do you want to now be with somebody who does not respect you? Like, you already want him to respect you, then you are submitting out of obeying the scriptures, because the man always has to take, you know, responsibility and be in front, and you have to support and submit. So you don't want to be with somebody who is already trying to lord it over you in the first place. Like, you don't want to be somebody who is insecure and telling you, do you know who I am? I'm the head of this family, or trying to tell you that, like, because you are a woman, so you're not valuable. And hey, about the submission matter, you are to submit only to your husband. You are not submitting to any other man. Because I had one naughty boy, he was telling me one time that, is that how you be doing to your husband? I'm like, Ogbeni, guy, you are not my husband. I will submit to my husband. I submit to my husband, but I do not submit to any other man. Of course, I submit to authority. But then the fact that any other person is a man does not call for submission from me. Bam. Okay, let's move on. Thank you for coming back. If you like what you've heard, give this video a big thumbs up, and I want to know what buzzed out at you in this video in the comments. Share, because you don't know who would really need this right now. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to be seeing you on the next video. Subscribe, hit notifications,